Hi, my name is Priyanka. My ID number is DN052069. Our topic name is Security Policy Part 2. I'm taking introduction part. A security policy is a document that states in writing how a company plans to protect its physical and information technology assets. Security policies are living documents that are continuous update and changing a technology and security requirement change. A company's security policy may include an acceptable use policy that describes how the company plans to educate its employees about protecting the employee's state. They also include an explanation of how security measurement will be carried out and enforced, and procedure of the effectiveness of the policy to ensure that necessary correctly are made. Security policy is a definitely of what it means to be unsure of system, organizations of other entire. For an organization, it addresses the constitution on behavior of its members as well as constitute imposed and adversary by missions such as doors, locks, keys, and wall. For systems, the security policy addresses constitute and functions and follow among them constitute on access by external system and adversary include programs and access to data by people. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Nivida Sri, daughter of Subramani. Today I want to explain about security policy introduction. A policy can control the traffic forwarding between security to the 6 months. A security policy can control the traffic forwarding by relying on the filtering conditions. When the traffic passes through the device, the system will exploit whether the traffic matches the existing security policy. If the traffic does not match any security device, the traffic will be denied. That's from me. Thank you.
Hello Miss, I'm Janita Angeline, daughter of Munusami, and my ID number is DEM06200055. Today I'm going to present about the type of the security policy. There are two types of security policy, which is technical security and administrative security policies. Technical security policies describe the configuration of the technology for convenient use of body security policies address, however, all persons should behave. All workers should conform to and sign each the policies. Security staff members use technical policies as they carry out their security responsibilities for the system. These policies are more detailed than the governing policy and are system or issue specific, for example, access control or physical security issues. Security staff members use the technical policies in the conduct of their daily security responsibilities. These policies are essentially security handbooks that describe what the security staff does, but not how the security staff performs its functions. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi Miss, I'm Kartika Nadarajan. My ID number is DEM06200083. Today I'm going to present about the type of security policies. So the second point is administrative policy. The administration policy statement resource focusing primarily in institute wide policy statement that provide the university administrative approach when implementing a statute, rules, agency order or other provision of law or policy. Other than that, administration policies inform employees of the office's rules, the business expectation and values and HR related issues such as paid time off and health insurance eligibility. Besides that, administration procedures are important because they provide an organization in government Last but not least, they also help establish the legitimacy of management action by ensuring the application of management rules and decision is done in an objective, fair, and consistent manner. Thank you, Miss.
Hi Miss, my name is Shanita Agrayan. I study in Diploma in Enforcement Management. My ID is DEM05200021. Today I want to talk about the method of security policy. Okay, the first one is the static biometric use characteristics. So they used by the characteristics. The second one is fingerprint. So they are used the fingerprint for the security or anything for that they are secure. And then hand geometry. Hand geometry is for their password and something personal things. He will put the hand geometry and the face geometry also, and also iris and retina. And then signature of image. When they see the face, he can recognize the face and will open the password, and that is a password for them. It's a very very secure for the billionaire, and then the personal things. It's a very very secure for all things. And then signature dynamics, voice keystroke dynamics is a very very the method of to secure something. Thank you.
Miss, I'm Denisha Selvakumar and my ID number is DEM05200045. I'm from group 7 and I'm going to explain my part, which is what is the process of security policy. Okay, number 1, identify your risk. So what are your risks from inappropriate use? Do you have information that should be restricted? Do you send or receive a lot of large attachments and files? Are potentially offensive attachments making the rounds? It might be a non-issue. So, or it could be costing you thousands of dollars per month in lost employee productivity or computer downtime. A good way to identify your risk can be through the use monitoring or reporting tools. Many vendors of firewalls and internet security products allow evaluation period for their products. Secondly, learn from others. So there are many types of security policies. So it's important to see what other organizations like yours are doing. You can spend a couple of hours browsing online, or you can buy a book such as Information Security Policies Made Easy by Charles Crescentwood, which has more than 1,200 policies ready to customize. Also, talk to the sales representative from various security software vendors. They are always happy to give out information. Third, make sure the policy conforms to legal requirements. Depending on your data holdings, jurisdiction, and location, you may be required to conform to certain minimum standards to ensure the privacy and integrity of your data, especially if your company holds personal information. Having a viable security policy documented and in a place is one way to mitigating any liabilities you might incur in the event of a security breach. Number 4, level of security, level of risk. Don't be overzealous. Too much security can be as bad as too little. You might find that apart from keeping the bad guys out, you don't have any problems with appropriate use because you have a mature, dedicated staff. In such cases, a written code of conduct is least most important thing. Excessive security can be a hindrance a smooth business operation, so make sure don't overprotect yourself. Number 5, included staff in policy development. No one wants a policy dictated from above. Involve staff in the process of defining appropriate use. Keep staff informed as the rules are developed and tools are implemented. If people understand the need for a responsible security policy, they will be much more inclined to comply. Number 6, train your employees. Staff training, staff trainings is commonly overlooked or unappreciated as part of the AUP implementation process, but in practice, it's probably one of the most useful passes. It not only help you to inform employees and help them understand the policies, and users will often ask questions of or offer examples in a training forum, and this can be very rewarding. These questions can help you define the policy in more detail and adjust it to be more useful. Number 7, get it in writing. Make sure every member of your staff has read, signed, and understood the policy. All new hires should sign the policy when they are brought on board and should be required to reread and reconfirm their understanding of the policy and at least annually. For large organization, and use automated tools to help electronically deliver and track signatures of the documents. Some tools even provide quizzing mechanism to test users' knowledge of the policy. And number 8, set clear penalties and enforce them. So network security is not joke. Your security policy is not a set of voluntary guidelines but a condition of employment. Have a clear set of procedures in a place that spell out the penalties of for breach in the security policy. Then enforce them. A security policy with a hazard compliance is almost as bad as no policy at all. And number 9, update your staff. A security policy is a dynamic document because the network itself is always evolving. People come and go. Databases are created and destroyed. New security threats pop up. Keeping the security policy update is hard enough, but keeping staffers aware of changes that might be affect their day-to-day operation is even more difficult. Open communication is the key to success. And number 10, the last but not least, install the tools you need. Having a policy is one thing, enforcing it is another. Internet and email contain security products with customizable rules sets and can ensure that your policy, no matter how complex, it's adhered to. The investment in tools to enforce your security policy is probably one of the most cost effective purchases you will ever make. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Akshay. My ID number is DEM05200019. I'm going to talk about security policy. What are the elements? Firstly, we go to purpose. A security policy can be as broad as you want it to be, from everything related to IT security and the security of related physical assets, but enforceable in its full scope. Create an overall approach to information security. Detect and preempt information security breaches such as misuse of networks, data, application, and computer systems. Maintain the reputation of the organization and uphold ethical and legal responsibilities. Respect customer rights, including how to react to inquiries and complaints about non-compliance. Next, information security objective. Guide your management team to agree on well-defined objective for strategy and security. Confidently, only individuals with authorization should access data and information assets. Integrity, data should be intact, accurate, and complete, and IT systems must be kept operational. Availability, users should be able to access information or system when needed. Lastly, data support and operation. Data protection regulations. Systems that store personal data or other sensitive data must be protected according to organizational standards. best practices, industry compliance, standards and relevant regulations. Data backup. Encrypt data backup according to industry best practices. Securely store backup media or move backup to secure cloud storage. Movement of data. Only transfer data via secure protocols. Encrypt any information copied to portable device or transmitted across a public network. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you for having me today. Hello, Miss Dushantini Sivaraman here, batch 21. My student ID number is DEM06200010. Today, I would like to present about why our security policy is important. Clear thought and well-defined policies, regulations, and practice that restrict access to an organization system and the information content within it referred to as a security policy. Information and system as well as individual employees and the corporation as a whole are all protected by good policy. Security policies are critical because they safeguard an organization's physical and digital assets. They list all of the company's assets as well as potential dangers to those assets. Physical security rules are designed to safeguard a company's physical assets such as building and equipment such as computers and other information technology. Data security rules safeguard intellectual property from costly incidents like as data breaches and leaks. Security policies are an absolutely must for any organization. Helps in developing in all members of the organization the importance of security. IT security policy is so important because helps identify companies' valuable asset, provide a reference to review when conflicts pertaining to security raise, then states clearly the company's goals and objectives in the area of security. Thank you so much, Miss.
A very good morning to my dear beloved Miss. My name is Joanna Priti Narayanasamy. My ID number is DEM04200017. Today I would like to present about the opinion of other academies. Many academies have strong incentive to influence policy making, but many not know where to start. We search systematically for and shaded and how to active in the academic pre-review and grey literatures. We condense this advice into 8 main recommendations. They are: do high quality research, make your research relevant and readable, understand policy process, be accessible to policymakers that engage routinely, flexible and humanly decide if you want to be an issues advocate or honest broker. Build relationship and ground rules with policymakers. Be entrepreneurial or find someone who is and reflect continuously that should you engage. Do you want to? And it is working or not? This advice seems like common sense. However, it makes major inconsistencies regarding different beliefs among the nature of the problem to be solved when using this advice. Furthermore, if not accompanied by critical analysis and insight from the pre-review literatures, it could provide misleading guidance for people new to this field. Although this is called a method course, the primary method, it will teach strategies for thinking critically and creatively about public policy problems and solutions and ways for helping government leaders to make good decisions about public policy. That's all from me, Miss. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your time. Thank you, Miss. Have a nice day.